And we are back again.
And it's good to be back. I missed a few episodes, and then we have guests on, so it's always nice to have like a one-on-one episode again. Kind of get into the weeds about everything.
Right. No,
But
100%. No,
they're
it's
all,
go ahead.
they're always good though. I appreciate every little different intricacy of every different fucking episode we have.
Yeah, it's always fun. And you just never know where it's going to get into. What's crazy, we didn't even realize last episode was 20.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a little over a half a year, and they just kind of stack on top of each other, huh? You get used to doing
Dude.
them,
Yeah.
and it goes. It's fun. So I enjoy doing it. I like having an outlet, having an excuse to have good conversations, and
Yeah.
we'll just keep chipping along. Hope people like them.
That's it. That's all we can do. So with that being said, we hit over 200 on Instagram recently, which thank you everyone that is taking the time to do that. We appreciate it. It just means the world to us, means you're appreciating the content we're putting it out. And so thank you for that. We actually had a real hit over 8,000 views,
Yeah,
which was, no, that's pretty exciting. I like seeing that, pump the rowdy ones out there, get that content out there.
I think Pat enjoyed the reel you put up today of us joking about him a little bit.
For sure. For sure.
In our
And
heat group chat, he's like, "Oh, come on, guys! See, this is what it's like, and you guys to listen to me."
I don't know what he's talking about. We do pretty well.
I thought so. But before we get into anything too much, I think the pressing matter that I need to hear about is what kind of dog you getting? What's your new dog? You got a name yet? Is it a boy or a girl? What are you working with?
Man, just straight into it. Not even a background story of how I got there.
I've been waiting for a few hours to hear about this. I'm an animal person. Now, let's hear the background. Let's hear it.
All right. So this past weekend, if you follow me on my Instagram, I'm a huge waterfowl hunter. I eat, sleep, and breathe fishing and hunting, but primarily I'm like, when it's waterfowl season, nothing else exists. Like, it is just full pull for me. And so what's cool is, we got up at like 2 a.m. on Saturday, took a boat out, pitch black, across this massive lake that is low enough where massive boulders in this mountain lake is sticking out of the water. So my buddy's up front on the boat with spotlight, and I am literally just looking face down into the chart because I was light blinded,
In Colorado.
What's that?
In Colorado?
Yeah, in Colorado. And so we did that. That was 2 a.m. Came home. I don't even think I took a nap. Talked to the guys I was hunting with. Same guys that I hunted with on Saturday, I was hunting with on Sunday. And both of them, one, his wife's about to have a kid. And my other buddy is like, yo, I kind of got to wake up. Like, I kind of have to get some stuff done. And I was like, no worries. I was like, I will go and
hold down for the boys.
Yeah, I was like, I'll go hold it down for y'all. And, so I got off work Saturday, saw the wife, gave her a hug and a kiss, and said, all right, dog and I are gone.
And congratulations. So, it was just your anniversary.
Yeah. 5 years.
How many? 5 years. Okay. Me and Britt are creeping up on 6 tomorrow. No, Saturday will be our 6th year. So right there with you.
Dude.
Time flies.
Time really does. And it's great. But so I gave my wife a hug and a kiss, said, I'll see you later. And had the truck loaded up, and I went and held the hole down. I think I left the house at 9:30 and I was there by 10 o'clock, and I stayed there until morning. So held the spot, and we had first dibs on it. So it was good, but
pretty crowded area there. Like, if you wouldn't have done that, it would have been.
It's funny. The one time I go out there and I really hold it down that early, I didn't see anybody.
Yeah.
But usually what's funny is it's, you can get there at 3 a.m. and someone's already there, usually.
Yeah, of course.
So, but anyways, so yeah, we did that. We hunted, came back home, and I was like, babe, just come lay down in bed with me and just let's turn a movie on. Just hang out. I was like, I need to actually lay down. And
Watch
so
anything good?
we started watching Deep Cover. It's pretty funny. It's new on Amazon original or Prime original, whatever you call it. Orlando Bloom's in it. He's hilarious. But yeah, so that's good. But anyways, we were sitting there and she looks over at me and she goes, Elvis and Penny are gonna have a litter. I was like, I want one of those dogs. For you that obviously y'all probably don't know, if you remember Billy, he was in one of our earlier episodes. Billy and this other gentleman named Dennis Luzier. His nickname is Dr. Duck. They kind of like sponsored partner with this breeder and trainer. He's mainly a trainer. He usually only has like 2 or 3 litters, I think, a year. And so he does this for a living. He is absolutely fantastic. I got to hunt with Elvis last October when Dennis and Billy came up to hunt with me. That dog is just lights out, just so unreal. Amazing dog. And yeah, and he's going to have a litter with this other dog named Penny, and Penny is lights out, fantastic hunting dog, just amazing. So Nat was looking at me, and I was like, oh, I want one of those dogs. She goes, I wonder what one would cost. I said, I don't know. Let's call it. It's a Sunday. She's like, babe, it's a Sunday. It's like 11 o'clock. I said, if he's a trainer and a breeder, his office hours are as long as you're in respectable time. I mean, this is his business. He's probably training dogs today.
And if he's not answering, it's fine.
Leave a voicemail and say, hey, we're interested in dog. Please get back to us, right? Leave it as simple as that. Well, he answers. We have a great conversation. His name is Tim. Great guy. But Blazing Gun Dogs is the name of the kennel. And we talked to him for about 30 minutes, and I'm not going to say a price or anything, but he was like, this is what the down payment is. By the way, he's not having dogs until they're going to breed next spring.
Okay.
So I won't have the dog till summer-ish.
Yeah, so the dog that you have doesn't exist yet.
Doesn't even exist.
Yeah. Okay.
But he said, this is the price. This is what it's at the time of pickup. And yeah, black Irish English lab, beautiful dogs. I mean, they're just gorgeous. If you go to his website and look up his breeding schedule, you can see Elvis and Penny and just like amazing dogs. Just gorgeous.
So I guess the real question is your other hunting dog going to be jealous?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was curious, because when you first told me you were getting a dog, I initially thought hunting dog, but then I knew, you had 2 dogs before. Chief. One was obviously a hunting dog, but the other, Chief, was not a hunting dog at all. So I was like, I wondered which direction you were going to go with it.
Yeah. And, what's funny is I thought I'd definitely have another English bulldog before I had another hunting dog. Saoirse, she's laying right there. Chief, we lost Chief into November, soon after Thanksgiving. And so she's kind of been without a sibling for, almost a year.
Now she's going to get one that not only matches her energy, but is a younger version of her, so it's going to.
And could, if not, probably have more drive than her. And this dog.
But you don't know what that does to her either at the same time. And I know she already has drive, so maybe it kicks her into overdrive,
Yeah. Oh, it's insane. Like I start pulling out decoys and stuff, and she's like,
pumped.
Hey. She's like, hey. She's like, where are you going with these things? And I'm coming. It's not a question. She's like, I'm showing up. No, she loves it so much. Probably more than I do, right? But yeah, so we put our money down. We have third pick male. So for people
What's
that
a
don't
litter normally have for like a dog
7,
like that? 7? Yeah.
7 roughly. So for people that don't know, like when you're buying dogs like this of this caliber and like this kind of, I mean, it's what you're basically pre-ordering, right? Like people
Yeah.
pre-order t-shirts and stuff, but you know what you're going to get out of a litter. They could have no males at all. They could have
2, 5, 6.
yeah,
Right.
you just don't know, right? And so he's great. So we talked to him about
So
the
if the litter
logistics.
has 2, then you're just knocked back to the next litter.
Um, so he gives us a few options, right? he we could either have I think it would be third pick female, or we could choose to go to another litter when the time comes. So, that's kind of the deal with the hunting dog world, right? It's like you're not guaranteed, and you kind of in this limbo, and that's what stinks as well. We were talking about it. Sersha's next May, she'll be 5. Well, I mean, her hunting career is about half over, depending on if anything happens or something like that. And that was the other thing, is that you don't, when you have a hunting dog and it's part of your world, especially hunting, I don't ever want to go without, because then I'm another year behind the 8 ball as far as hunting and hunting with a dog.
No.
If you don't know hunting, I tell people all the time, as far as hunting, what's really cool is that, if I could find a way to get a bird down on the water without ever pulling the trigger and have my dog be able to work and go get the bird and, do that.
Good dog has a soft mouth.
I would, dude, she's brought me up a live bird before, like a little swallow. Carried up to me, and I'm like, it's still alive, not hurt. Like, I was like, no, I gave her the command. I said hand. She literally just drops it in my hand, and I was like looking at it, and I like did that to the bird, and it just flew off, gone.
Yeah,
wasn't hurt, wasn't bleeding.
My dad, when I was growing up, when I was younger, he hunted a lot of grouse and pheasant. He trained his own black lab when it was still, a juvenile dog. I looked over. My mom had cockatiels, like, small birds. I looked over, and this, just teenage puppy, just I looked over, and it's all I see is tail feathers sticking out of his mouth. And I go over, like, pinched on his jaw, I opened his mouth, put it in, and the bird was just fine, just a little slobbery, just sitting there. Like, I was like, okay, at least it didn't, crunch on him.
Yeah, she can carry around an uncooked raw egg in a shell. We'll leave crack in it, won't crack it at all. But yeah, so anyways, what was I saying?
And an egg too, that's like it's like a gusher for a dog, a little crunchy, a little good on the gooey on the inside.
Yeah.
Be a good snack for her.
Oh yeah. She'd love it.
So once you get your second hunting dog, is that something that they'll be copacetic in doing together, or will it be like you pick and choose which trip they go on? Or you just don't know yet?
Don't know yet. You don't know. If that's the deal, I'm not retiring her. I refuse to do that to her. Plus, I'm not like, I have so many memories with her. I'm going to hunt her as long as I can. Now, whether that's like, okay, every other trip, if it's not copacetic, if they don't work well, I'm not going to take a privilege away from one of those dogs. Like, it's just going to be,
you just have to hunt twice as much.
That's right. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. So there's always that. You never know. So we'll see. Also, it was funny. My wife, we've trained Saoirse. She's a good dog. She's kind of jet fuel. She gets anxiety really bad. She's just so excited. Like, for a long time, I thought it was almost like she was hypothermic. And I would put her dog vest on, or I'd have a towel.
She was just shaking because she was so energetic. She's just a bunch of potential energy,
Dude, that's it. And she's just waiting for you to to send her out there. And that's how much she loves it, dude. It's wild. But you know, so we'll just have to see how they work together. I don't want bad habits going to one.
No.
You know, especially the new dog being younger, he's going to be very, he's going to learn from what's around him. So, those are the things for me. But we'll see. It's all in due time. It's probably 9-10 months away, until I get the dog. But, it's funny. We were on the phone with him and my wife goes, he told us the price. And we were like, yep, do it right now. Send us how you want the money. Right. And so Nat goes, what's your fee for training? And he gave us the price. I was like, he's good at what he does.
Follow,
Yeah. Well, he was like this, and not that we can't train a dog. This Blazing
he's
Gun
one
Dog
of the best at what he does.
Yeah. Blazing Gun Dogs is like just so amazing. And if you ever watch any of his videos or reels, go check out his Instagram. I mean, it is flooring how amazing he does. So he tells us, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair for what you do, 100%. But I'm like, I don't know if I want to pull that out of the checkbook, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I look at Nat, and I'm like, what do you think in a month or two? She was like 4, and I'm like, all right. This is like, okay. So, no, it's in the making for a really amazing dog. I'm just super excited. So yeah, 3rd pick male. We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. I need Elvis and Penny to put out three males. I'll take the last pick. I don't care if it's the last one. Yeah. So
who's to say the first 2 people are going to pick well anyway? It's like in football, the worst teams get the best picks. The Browns will pick like 30 bad quarterbacks in a row.
Yeah.
Leaving you with the prime dog.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's the other thing is like it's more color. There's some things you look for, like black spotting in their mouth. You look for, if you don't know what a smart bump is, it's literally that bump you'll feel behind on their backside.
It's like a little ridge,
yeah. And I've seen smooth ones, and I kid you not, it is so true when you go to pick out a dog. I've seen smooth head dogs back there, and they were dumber than a box of rocks. I mean, they were sweet as could be.
I had never heard of that as a smart bump, and like I've felt it before, not knowing what it was, but that's like it's an indicator of intelligence for them. Or at least the old wives.
It's something
hold up.
Yeah, it's something that I learned from my dad, who was a massive houndsman. And he learned that from down the line.
Yeah.
But it's funny. I've never met a smart dog that had a smooth, like no bump back there. It's weird. And another indicator when he'd go pick out a dog is he'd look for black in its mouth.
As a good or bad sign?
Good. So,
all right.
But yeah, those funny things. But
and sometimes it's just like, man, you see a little pattern in dogs you really liked, or in anything in life, and then you become more like sensitive towards those things. You're like, oh, I have a proclivity towards it.
Well, what's funny? A lot of hunters will look for that too.
Yeah,
like it's like a thing inside of that world. So
yeah, genetics are a hell of a thing. So there's definitely times where there's crossover and there's things that you can tell that coincide with something else.
Yeah, exactly. And so
if puppies are fun, they're a ton of energy though.
A lot of
one nice thing about working at DLX and stuff, Adam's always been cool about like people bringing their dogs in and stuff. So one lady I work with, she just got a new bull terrier, and like they're dumb dogs. Don't get me wrong. But I've always loved bull terriers. Like they're dinosaur bone heads, and they're just full of energy, and they're just dumb dogs. And dumb's okay in an animal here and there. They're not trying to do nuclear physics or anything. So
what is the purpose of your dog? Like, is it a companion dog?
Yeah, he's not a working dog. Like some of the smartest dogs I don't really like German Shepherds.
Not a big fan.
Like cops of the dog world. They're the bad cops of the dog world, you know. They're just always looking to get you.
Right.
I do feel bad for I feel bad for dogs, working dogs though, because I feel like they don't know. And like I always want to pet them. And I feel like they see me petting other dogs and they're like, why aren't you coming over here and petting me? They don't know that they have a vest to say don't pet me, you know.
Yeah, they can't read.
No, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
I feel like I tell with my eyes. It's not your fault that you're bad owners.
They're not allowing no snacks and no pets. It's not my fault.
It's crazy. It's all they want.
Wild. It's wild. I know. But yeah, so names that I got if it's a male is Donaha, Tisha.
Tisha for a male.
Huh? Tisha for a male. So those two are Irish Gaelic.
Yeah, I hear you. Just Tisha feels feminine to me.
Yeah, well, you know what? It means chief. So
I like it then.
I know, right?
But also, Chief's not Chief wasn't working dog. Yeah,
it's all right. It's Irish Gaelic. It's a different dog. It's an Irish lab. So an honor to him, but
I don't know if I know what Irish labs look like.
I'll send you some pictures of Elvis. Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Afterwards, yeah. I'll send you a picture of Elvis and Penny. They have them side by side for the litter.
Are they brindly or like brown and white spotted? They're more lab like. They look like
they're lab. Yeah,
retriever.
they look.
Okay.
Yeah. Just different structures in them and stuff. So, like body size.
Yeah, I pictured more like Irish setter. I don't know.
Yeah. I can see where. Yeah, for sure. But Donaha, if it's a black lab that we get and it's a male, Donaha is dark chief is what that means.
I like Donaha. It's a little bit tongue tie. I think if you're saying it a lot, you'd obviously just shorten it, have a nickname for him. You'd end up calling him Donnie or something. Big Don.
Donna.
Yeah, Donna. Yeah, something like that. I like Donaha.
Me too. I like Donaha. For people that don't know, Saoirse is Irish Gaelic for freedom. So that's why we named her that. I didn't even know that was an actress when I named her. People were like, oh, her. I was like, oh, this is Saoirse. And they're like, oh, like Saoirse Ronan? I don't know. She's some Irish female actor. It's apparently big. I was like, oh, I had no idea that was a person. So
don't lie, you named her after.
No, I don't even know what she looks like. I don't even.
No, I've never even heard of. You didn't even know her last name, so I can't put a face to a half name.
Yeah, that's my bad, I guess. Or if I can pull it off, I don't think I can. Sorry, my beard's a mess tonight.
It's all right. It's something it's like a fidget spinner, something to play with.
Yeah, always, dude. I don't think it'll pass with my wife, but I would totally be down to name him War Chief.
I like War Chief.
And then call him War for short. I'm like, money, but we shall see. But I really like Donaha. I really like Donaha.
Where's this breeder out of?
Magnolia, Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like Texas, still Cherokee country.
Yeah.
Look up like a cool war chief name from Cherokee country. Name on that like that. I don't know.
I'm part Cherokee.
Ah, that's even cooler, man. Like find a real war chief from the Cherokee Nation.
I know, right? Be dope.
Yeah.
Be dope. Yeah. So, yeah, figuring all that out. But go ahead.
So you just had a member of the Cherokee tribe steal one of your Irish ancestors.
I guess.
Just right out of the wagon, you know?
Well, yeah, right. Well, what's absolutely crazy is I am so heavily Irish, like legitimately
You don't say.
No, I know, right? You'd never guess. Pale skin, red hair, fair-eyed, never know. You never know. But what's funny is my grandmother, she could have been, don't chastise or crucify me. I don't know the PC term. But she even says she has so much Indian.
Grandmothers didn't mince words.
Huh?
Grandmothers didn't mince words. Like,
No.
yeah, as soon as you said, like, don't jazz them, I was thinking of my grandmother's. I was like, all right.
Yeah. Well, she would technically be a card carrying Indian. And if you don't know what that is, that means like you have so much percentage.
Tribal rights and yeah.
Yeah. But her family, when it came time to sign the roll, basically giving up. They all signed it to line up for whatever they gave you back then when you were leaving the reservations. Her family was so proud of who they were. They didn't sign the roll. So she can't. Yeah, she could have shoot, if that would have been done, I could have gone to college for free. My mom, and done all that.
One of Tim Montress or Jason Trozen's like really good friends in the past, Chad Roll, used to play on Detroit Thunder with him. It's like one of the original NXL teams and stuff. He was from Michigan, and his family was all Native American. And I remember he would get his salary just for being from that particular tribe. They had casinos and stuff, so it's like he made X amount like as soon as he turned 18, but like by the time he was, in his 30s, it was like, oh, wow, that's like ridiculous how much you're getting paid just to be Indian, just to not do anything. And like you could choose to like, work within the tribe and pick up other roles and like, add on to that. But if not, they still paid you like a flat rate with like, raises and stuff. So pretty wild.
It is. It's crazy. But yeah, my grandmother's family didn't sign the roll, which is what enabled people.
And that just stopped the whole lineage after that, though? You'd think it would have been like anyone's.
No, it stopped. It was done. It's when they were coming in and taking all the land and they said, sign the roll.
Yeah.
And you'll get this in return. And her family said no.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it'd be cool. A good Cherokee name would be cool. I don't know. We have one Irish named dog. I'm like, I kind of want to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but your family was Irish and Cherokee mixed.
I'll think about it. You're not
Just
wrong.
Think about it. Just think
You're
about
it. That's War Chief. There we go.
I know. I like it.
But yeah. So we're really excited. I've been so ecstatic about it. I mean, getting a dog from Blazing Gun Dogs is just kind of like it's a dream dog. It's
hopefully.
It's and he's straight up with you too. If that dog's looking like it's not going to be a good hunting dog,
he's got like a lemon law for dogs.
Yeah, well, he'll tell you. He'll be like, "Hey, I know you had third pick male, and this is third, but this ain't going to be a good hunt dog. It's going to be more of a companion dog, and I don't think this dog's for you." He's straight up. He's straight up. He's straight shooter, and so we're really, really excited. And then when we got off the phone with him, he goes, "Welcome to the family, guys." It was like,
that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell he loves it, and he genuinely. It's not like a guy who just breeds a puppy mill and then does a little bit of training. I mean, this guy eats, sleeps, and breathes it. Like, it'd be a lot of fun to bring him on one time and just talk to him for a little bit, he's got a great story and he's a cool guy. But I think it's always interesting when people really dig deep into those, like really dig deep into dog training, because it's not like this is in stone how we train. Every single dog is different.
Well, and every single trainer has their own ways, and you still have to like, adapt to the individual dog's personalities too. And you have such a limited way to communicate with them and like show dominance, but also give them their space. Like, I think that's interesting. I think in a lot of ways there's a lot of crossover with sports for that. sports are easier because we can talk things out and stuff, but it's still just figuring out how things tick, how things work, how to get the best out of something. And that's just on a different scale with a different species, but still, training it to be the best at this one job, and not only being good at it, but making sure they love doing it and that they thrive in their role in it. So yeah, that'd be a great conversation. And if something he'd be interested in, you should definitely send the invite.
I will. I'll hit him up. Sorry.
Those are extended release beers.
Dude, it's still going. It's still going. I waited till you were done talking because I was these are long boys, But yeah. And what's crazy is I'll send you his Instagram. You should kind of scroll through it. He'll have 7, 8, 10 dogs all lined up. And those dogs, whenever he runs a launcher or throws a dummy, he will sit there and all those dogs will wait. And then he's says one dog's name, goes and gets it, comes back, drops it, hands it to him, launches another one, dummy, and a dummy is like the bumper they retrieve, by the way. Sends another one, and all these dogs are just sitting there waiting for their turn. This is the kind of work he does with them. It's wild. So it's really cool.
It's crazy the different things you can train dogs for.
Dude, when he's done with them, he's got them on whistles. He's got them on hand signals. And these dogs will look and he will move dogs where they need to be if they're not in the right area. It is just, it's cool, dude. It's really cool. And that's what I find amazing about hunting dogs is how in depth that can go. Cattle dogs, those are cool, but they kind of know, hey, I need to put this cow in this pen, or I need to put this cow in this trailer. This dog could have, you could have 5 birds down in one dog, and that dog is going to mark where them birds are and go and get one at a time. Come back, go get the next one. And it's that is just extensive. And that's why I always say, if I could hunt, because I love ducks. I think they're such an amazing animal. They're so neat to watch and just see how amazing and cool they are. But if I could duck hunt, right, without ever pulling the trigger, still be able to work birds, and work birds is when you call them, because it's not like you just throw some quacks out there.
You could do all that.
Well, hold on. And still have my dog go and work and retrieve without ever pulling a trigger, I would still be just as happy at the end of that hunt.
Yeah.
Without ever pulling a trigger.
A little less good food during the hunt, but other than that.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's all.
Well, I'm excited for you because I know, losing Chief was pretty dramatic. Anytime you lose an animal you're that close with is tough. But getting a new dog that you're excited about, being able to train it, getting through all this fun times, it's gonna be really cool for you. So I'm excited about that. So now that we spent, over the episode talking about dogs, we could talk a little about paintball, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
No, don't be sorry. I liked it. I brought it up first because I needed to know.
I went on a tangent.
That's what these solo episodes are about, just talking about random things. There's nothing planned. We don't really plan things for our guest episodes either, but they all obviously have their areas of expertise and their own stories to tell. So, they all go down their own path. But when me and you are having these solo podcasts, it's just, we talk almost every day. But it's just another one of those conversations. So yeah, it could be about anything. It's just something that we scheduled in and we can sit down and actually talk where we don't have to run or get distracted by something else. So it's nice being able to talk about whatever. And
yeah, it's fun.
But next week, I know, is it next weekend you're going to the Purge at Blast Camp? So going to your second big game at Blast Camp, bringing your wife out this time. So it's going to be pretty cool. Unfortunately, can't be there that weekend. I'll be up at Blast Camp the following weekend, practicing against Infamous, getting ready for the pre-release of the field layout. So, we'll just play on one of Jackson's layouts, which, luckily he makes really fun layouts. Sometimes he does, because he makes them aggressive, which is a rarity. Well, field owners a lot of times don't know exactly the intricacies of setting up a field. Most field owners are players too, but not at the highest level. So that's one advantage he has currently playing at the highest level and setting them up. But what's unique is he's a 3, but he sets up field layouts like he's a 1.
Yeah,
like I've
100%.
never I like playing them like usually across the board. Like they're fun up the middle, they're fun from the back, they're fun from the sides. There's a lot of angles to attack. So gonna be a good weekend, up there with Infamous. The following weekend, we're gonna go down to Jacksonville and play the Tauntauns and Ironmen, I believe. So we'll be out there probably 4 or 5 days playing against those guys.
Ooh.
And then we'll drive up to Orlando, probably the Tuesday before Cup. Cup starts a day early, as always, to fit in, the bigger event. Will probably be another 6,000 players at this event, 10,000 people total.
Yeah.
So we'll go up there on Wednesday, hopefully, or maybe we'll drive up on Monday, on Tuesday, hopefully get a practice in against the Russians. And that's always a great practice. They obviously beat the brakes off of us at the last tournament to send us home, tough game, but that's how those games are. I mean, that's a rivalry. We beat them in back-to-back cups, which feels like a lifetime ago. But, cups are hard to win, and we've always had that back and forth relationship with them where sometimes one team gets better than the other, but, we're always there pushing each other. And I respect that team a lot because, from their coaching staff down through their players, they give a lot into it and they take advantage of all the little nuances to make you better. But what I like about them is how aggressively they play. I think as a good team, they play it the right way because they give themselves more opportunities to, impose their will. And I think that's cool. So looking forward to practicing them and earning a spot to play them again, because this is the first year in since the NXL has been giving the bye to the top 3 teams. This will be the first time that Houston Heat hasn't had it. So we have to fight and claw our way out of, the prelims, which is not something that we had to do in a while at World Cup. And I think that's a blessing in disguise in a lot of ways. Especially like you look at like last year for us, and we had the bye there, but we weren't a dominant team. We had our moments. We could beat anyone at any time. And I thought we could have legitimately won events at any time if things went together well. But the reality was we were a 5th place team who lost a lot of big games. So, going into Cup and not having that pressure of having to perform right away, sometimes you take it as like a warm up and you're trying to learn. But if you're not dialed in by then, if you're not playing the way you want to play, if you're not, playing 100% or making the right decisions, then it's not going to carry over to later rounds. And that's how you have to move on. So I think having our backs against the wall, obviously we're a younger team, but we're still a team with, well over 100 years of pro experience. So it's not that young. And we can win at any time. So, I know there's a lot of drive in everyone on our teams, in our hearts and on our minds. And, I said it for a long time, I'd be okay missing a cut here or there if it means pushing to win events. And I think we're still heading in the right path to do that. So, we're going to World Cup. We'll let the chips fall where they are and, give it our all. And every last dime that we have, we're going to put into, being one unit and dominating in whatever way we see fit for the field layout that we're given. And I'm excited for all the work that we're putting in and all the work that we're going to continue to put in to keep getting better. And I'm excited to see how this team will grow because, like I said, I've been disappointed with some of the results this year, but I also understand what it takes to win from a lot of different organizations, and I think we have everything that we need. So it's just a matter of getting the belief in it as a collective.
Yep.
I think it might even all be there individually right now, but getting it all on the same page at the same time is sometimes that last step from losing those games that you need to win to move on to not being in that position where that game is just a game that you can start pushing the limits more and you're just more ready for the next round. And I'm just ready for it, but like anything, it's like everyone's ready for it on every other team too, and everyone just keeps working to get better. And that's what's a blessing about competing at anything at the highest level, is because it forces you to continually push yourself, to continually better yourself, to continually better everyone around you. And if you're ever stagnant, or if you ever are complacent, the sports world will eat you up and spit you out. And that's why you see such a high turnover. So it's like sometimes you got to be steadfast, be quick to realize when you need to make changes or you need to approach something differently, but also understand when you're heading in the right direction and when you have to just keep putting in effort and a little bit of extra effort and, find new ways to motivate yourself and everyone around you. And sometimes it's as simple as, flipping a little switch. It's just that last little like micrometer that like, it's just that last little twitch that turns it from being pitch black to being bright as day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I walk into a room, flip a switch, and such a small change changes the whole perspective on things. And I think that's how close we are. And I think once we're there again, it's going to be even more fun than it is now.
Yeah. And like you said, we're here, and what we're missing is just that little part, this little piece, just like the little things. But also, I mean, we have 4 people that we brought on this year, right? And so, I mean, obviously that takes time.
But we're going into our 5th event, so that should never be an excuse anyway.
It's not.
We brought them on because we thought they were ready. No, I know it's a reason. Reasons and excuses are parallel a lot of the times, because sometimes, in truth, there's also, an excuse to be made. I think with the people that we had, we could have done better this entire year. But I also know that with the same people we have, we will do better the next time we step on the field.
Yeah, 100%. So, yeah. So I'm excited. Me too. I still don't know yet.
Oh, you don't know yet? So I was assuming that you weren't going to be able to be there. So if it's still going either way, that's exciting.
Yeah. For those that don't know, have decided to step up to another plate that I need to face. And I'm going to get another surgery done this year. If you can't tell from my lovely nose how straight it is. I'm going to have surgery done on my sinuses because I have a major deviated septum. Basically can't breathe out of my right side. And it's
right
always
there with you, man. Right there with you. I've had it broken too many times.
Yeah. And I was just finally like, I'm done. It's always, my ear's always blocked. I can't pop it. I can't breathe out of my right side.
It's weird when you get that feeling of your ear like that needs pop and you go to pop it and it's just like so much more pressure on it. It doesn't pop. It's made it worse. I do it all the time.
I learned from my chiro, I can like grab right here and then like pop it.
That's never worked for me, but like I've seen it work for a lot of other people.
Yeah, it's like the right angle with the right force, and it has to be at a real specific
Seems like
angle.
you're just gonna give yourself cauliflower ear.
No, not yet.
A little bit.
Doubt it. Doubt it. Not going to be a problem for much longer, but yeah, it's like a 3-week full recovery type deal. So
yeah, it's a annoying surgery more than anything because they'll have it stuffed for a while, gauzed up. It's hard to.
They don't stint anymore. That's why it takes so long. No, that's why it takes so much longer to heal. Like, yeah. So, anyways,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was like, no, stint. They don't really stint
because it was pretty brutal before.
Oh yeah, black eyes and stuff.
Oh yeah. I remember my mom had hers fixed probably, I don't know, 20 plus years ago. And I remember her being pretty miserable with it.
Yeah. He said you're really not in that much pain anymore. You don't get the black eyes. It doesn't look like you got the dog living crap beat out of you by a bunch of people. So he was like, yeah, but the recovery is longer. So he's like, it's just can't blow my nose for 3 weeks, dude.
That's weird. I wonder if you don't want to while it's there because or if it's something you have to be conscious of all the time.
Probably, I bet it's conscious without stuff up your nose and stuff.
Yeah.
I bet you do have to be very conscious. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna have to tell the wife, take all the paper towels.
You're gonna be back to being a picker.
Oh, he said, no, you can't even. He's like, you can't pick your nose, blow your nose, nothing. He's like, you can't do nothing. I was like,
I know you're gonna be up there with like a Q-tip, real gentle. It's like me when I had my jaw wire shuffle with my jaw being broken. I'm not supposed to eat anything salt, but I was sliding some like ham slices in, some tortillas and stuff, anything thin enough I could get in.
Trying to suck down some prosciutto.
Just trying to get a bit of flavor out, just trying to spice up the life a little.
No joke. Yeah, we're gonna see, but it's gonna be good. He's like, yeah, I think it's gonna, and they're gonna fix one of my turbulent side on my left. So, because it's big, because of deviation, so he's gonna fix all that.
Just he was kind out again,
Just even me out. He was kind. He said, "We're not gonna mess up that charming nose for you." And I was like, "Have you seen this thing?"
Yeah, it's not so bad. It's hard. Your beard's so distracting.
I know. Got to keep it long so you don't look up here.
Never noticed the nose, Like I noticed Sam's and Ryan's. I don't notice yours.
It's the mine's more crooked.
Give me a side profile real quick. Crooked, yeah, but not big. Give me a side profile real quick. Yeah, see, it's shaped decent. Just a little crooked.
It's crooked as hell. Look at that thing.
It's got a little lean to her,
Yeah, it does.
We were playing ultimate frisbee one time. We used to play like every week, a couple times a week.
Yeah.
We'd get pretty into it, and it was a bunch of like athletes playing, a bunch of, like from Tim, Sam, Chad George, Pat Roberts, Fedorov would play when he was there. Todd Hugo, Special Robinson, Adam Gardner, all our other friends from around here, Russell Zabo, but like all those guys, like, have competed at something at the highest level. So anytime we're doing anything, gets intense. And I remember the one time we were playing and like Fedorov was like pivoting on one leg and did like a spinning and just caught my nose with his elbow and just and I could see, like,
yeah, you can see it.
You should always be able to see your nose, but your brain does a trick and basically like makes it invisible. But when it was broken, it was just like both eyes just focused right on it because it's like your brain no longer like just canceled it out and went, no, it's over here now, and I could see it like directly under this eye. I remember being like, wow, I gotta pop this back into place. Someone want to do that? Tim's like, oh, I'll do it. And he came up and he was like, and he tried going so gentle. I was like, okay, you don't know. I'll just do this.
No,
myself.
You gotta.
I went into a car mirror and wow, right back into place. And she's not perfect, but like, yeah, she's got
better than mine, dog. Better than mine.
Well, that's because I've had it broken both ways a few times now.
Yeah.
I got a punchable face, apparently. Yeah, I see it.
Oh, yeah.
She got some character. She got some
I used to love getting into fights. Not a good thing, but.
Yeah, getting punch slugs.
I got hit in the nose once, and I remember my nose broke. I have a crazy high pain tolerance. I got smacked in the nose, and I just started laughing. And the guy was like, he looked at me like, oh my gosh. And then it was on. It's like, and I remember then, like, I'm pretty sure I could feel it touching the side of my face.
Dude,
I was just like,
that story made me think of being the boogeyman, obviously, but you're going to be truly the boogeyman when you can't blow your nose or pick it for a while.
It's going to be bad, dog. The boogeyman is real.
I'll chuckle a little more when I call you the boogeyman.
Yeah, no joke. It's going to be real. but on the
what was the
opposite end
boogeyman's
of the
name in
spectrum.
John Wick? Abu or
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. Yeah. So
It's good stuff.
yeah, it's gonna be just Boogeyman on a totally different spectrum.
Yeah. Well, no. My daughter's in the little boogie girl stage of her life. You know, she loves picking that thing.
She's like, is she trying to eat them?
I mean, I've caught her eating her boogers here and there, but she doesn't do it too often.
You're like, no, that's not a snack.
Yes, but I like it. No, you don't.
She's like, it's just interesting.
Yes.
Oh, kids, dude.
Gross little creatures.
They take after us.
Yeah, we're gross old creatures. You know?
Yeah, I know, right? We're leading the charge, you know. But yeah, so I'm excited, you know, going out to Chicago, seeing Ronnie, bringing the wife, you know, super excited to have her come along and tag along with us. So it'll be a good time. Looking forward to it. And then y'all are gonna
get Nat and Stella out on the field. It's the purge, you know. You got to keep them safe. They've got to be the safest next to you guys.
They're gonna say it's safer on the other side of the net.
They'll be locked in, locked in the pro shop.
Yeah, locked in the pro shop,
eating
and
some
they're gonna be
sandwiches and some
Chick-fil-A
pretzels.
and some mimosas, probably. Knowing those two girls,
They got good slushies there too. You know, I'm always getting myself a long boy and a slushie at this.
Yeah. No, it's going to be fun. I think we're going to have a good crew. We got a good mess of people coming out once again, but we're going to play some speedball on.
Cody or Soap going out?
Soap's not 100% on Cody. Jackson will be there. I know a bunch of the infamous. Yeah, I know, right? A bunch of the infamous guys are going to come out. Kyle, who played as well on Blast Camp when they were semi-pro. He's going to be there. Steven's going to be there from Snafu. So we're going to have just another murder squad. It's going to be great. While everyone's trying to kill each other, we're just going to be a squad of just
Steven going to bring out any tasty treats?
I'm not sure.
Probably not.
Probably not.
You should tell him. You make us a couple snacks, you know? Got to test out.
Right?
Test out your chefdom.
Can you please bring me some gourmet shit? I'm going to eat it. Y'all just cover me. Hold on. I'm going to sit in this corner of the building.
Exactly.
And be like, hold on. I have something to offer, you know? Set a trap.
I like it. I like it.
So, I don't know. I want Nat to get on the field so bad. I'm like, just play once. But then her luck, her first shot would be getting shot by a first strike.
You said last time you're out there for the Mad Max one, Ronnie got blasted in the finger, huh?
Fingertip. Bro, I mean, it was swollen like 2 times its size. It was purple. I was like, oh, dude. I was like, that's not good. I'm like, do I need to find a needle and like drain it for you? Like, just poke it? It was so bad. And then we went and had margaritas.
Yeah, little Margaret fix anything. That was in honor of Todd Martinez, you know?
Right?
Todd always wanted some marks for the boys.
Dude, I just got a big old michelada, though. You know me.
Now you're speaking my language. Give me some salt, some acid, some heat.
Dude, it's so good. Oh, and then I forgot what I had, but I mean, it was to die for. I don't even remember what it was, but it was food-wise, it was killer. So good. It's like right next to the field. Have you been to the Mexican food joint in Hobart?
No, and that's surprising that there's a good one there. If
they ball.
Actually, is it like
it's like in a shopping mall.
Is it like really big and you go in and there's like fountains and like statues and shit? No, you took me to that one. We all went there as a team. Where were we?
Abuelos.
Where was that? Where was that at?
That's Dallas. Okay. When we went out there for that.
Yeah. So no, I've never been to any Mexican restaurants. And
you got to go. Tell
I
them
feel like they're hiding it from me, dude.
they are. Shame on them. It's got to be someone's birthday too. They bring out shots.
I hate that. I hate it when people fake birthdays, you know?
I do too. And they're like, "How it's going to be your birthday?" I'm like, "Not me." They're
No.
like, "Okay." I'm like,
Hate that.
I'm not a fan of it, and it's so frustrating being a server. You're like, I just want to ask you for your ID. Give me your ID. I
Yeah.
get to card you if you say it's your birthday.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Totally. 100%. So you're gonna have a crazy busy week, or weeks coming up. Geez, 3 weeks? Is that where we're
Yeah.
at?
Yeah, we're about 3.5 weeks out. So it's gonna get busier soon, but gonna be home for Halloween for the first time or second time in a row, but first time in a while that it's been like this schedule wise. So that's kind of nice, you know.
Yeah,
Especially having a little one now. It's fun to go trick or treating, you know, get her
100%.
in a costume, get a bunch of candy.
No doubt. You know what we need to do next year? Be super fun team building deal. We get all the boys and we go play Invasion of Normandy.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I was
Where's
actually supposed to. I got invited to be the general at a scenario game. It's the same weekend as the practice. I'll be out at blast camp, so I was going to be at Pittsburgh Paintball Park. You know, John DeBotto always puts on great events up there. It's a great field, always good for his woods ball events. He has a castle there. Um, Obviously, his airball field's nice. He just returfed that not too long ago, and he just made a full turfed 10-man hyperball field too. So
Ooh,
Pittsburgh paintball's still good. Still good around here. I don't get to play around here as much as I'd like to, but
right.
it's nice having, all the different field owners in different areas,
Yeah.
you know, making just growing the sport for everyone. It's cool to see. So hopefully sometime we'll have him and his old business partner on who started the field here, because I'd like to talk about the, local Pittsburgh paintball, uh, whole infrastructure, because a lot of that was from back in the day. When I grew up here, when I was probably 12 and started playing paintball, there's no like great fields, but we had a lot of fields, like a lot of indoor fields,
Yeah.
a lot of outdoor fields, and that changed a lot after the All American Paintball Park, because it was such a good facility that a lot of other places closed down around, and then paintball kind of changed after that around here. But it's healthy again now in a different realm, and I'd like to kind of go through a lot of that with people because it's close to my heart.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Damn. It sucks. It's awesome you get such a good place, and then the rest of these other small mom and pop places shut down. But it's awesome to have a great place, but it's also sad to see the outcome of having a
And there's definitely
outstanding
ways
place.
that they can both live
Live.
together at the same
Yes.
time,
100%.
offer different things and try to grow. But back then it was like people didn't really put as much into their businesses as they are now, looking for other, outlets to monetize and stuff. So
Yeah.
I think, there wasn't any of the zombie shoots back then, or Nightball, or the Friday Night Lights things, or there's so many different the airsoft realm
Yeah.
of things, 50 cal gel blasters. There's so many different
Different
ways to
things.
make a field
Yeah.
lucrative now, where before it wasn't really like that. So I do think there's room for these like super fields and these tournament focused fields, and all the smaller ones as well.
100%.
One of the
Well,
things that hurt it more than anything is back then, most of those fields also were like pro shops, and everyone got all their gear
gear.
80-90% locally, and that's just not the case anymore. It's not, the environment we live
Online.
in. Yeah, and that's just the economy that we live
Yeah.
in. So if people don't find ways to grow and change the way their business operates, they're bound to fall aside.
Yeah, for sure. Well, before I let you go, I do have to tell you a hilarious story about opening day of waterfowl. I think it's just hilarious. So usually on the first day, first hunt of the year, it's always with friends, and it's more of a, we don't have migratory birds in yet. It's all just residential, what lives up here. Um, and
What kind of weather
so,
you guys been having lately?
like low 30s in the morning, 31, 32 to 35, getting up to 50s, maybe the 60s, some rain, snowing on the mountains, like
Mhm.
around 11, 12,000 feet.
Our
So
weather just started breaking too, so like we're still getting like mid to high 70s during some of the day, but
yeah,
then like last night I think was our first night in the 30s. So we're getting
yeah.
there. You know, it's hard fall right now.
Oh yeah. We're there. And so anyways, we get back there. We take the boat back, and so we go up to this cut in the river, and there's a river that flows into this lake, and it is super low back there. There's points that are normally covered in water and all that. And so I drive the boat up there, and like I said, I literally drove looking down at the screen. My buddy had the spotlight looking out because I couldn't see because of the graph on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
boat.
yeah.
And so I just said, "You're my eyes. Tell me left or right, and I'm gonna, run the deep contour lines on the map." And so,
It's like driving a submarine.
dude, it was nuts. It was so much fun. And while the whole time we were just blaring music, just rolling out there, 3:30 in the morning, just having a ball. Anyways, we get up and we get shallow enough where I'm like, all right, we're parking the boat down here and hiking everything else up to the neck of the river where the river comes in the lake. So we get up there, pack everything in, set up the blind, set up the decoys. And so one of my friends, Adam, love him to death. He's a hilarious guy. Hadn't really been waterfowl hunting. So I was trying to give him the rundown, and how it works in waterfowl hunting is when you have someone who calls the birds, and usually the person, and then you have a shot caller. And so that means that's the person that says, okay, this is when the group shoots. It's not a free for all. It's a very organized thing, right? So
Yeah,
everyone's,
because if someone shoots too early, I'm sure it ruins it for everyone.
yeah. Or they could just completely sky bust them. And I mean, they're not even in range, right? Like,
Exactly.
so anyways, so you usually have your most experienced person do all that kind of shot call deal. And I'm always the guy calling, and I'm always the guy doing the shot calling, because my whole group is people I've gotten into hunting or
Yeah.
waterfowl hunting. And so it's funny. So I was telling him the whole rundown. I was like, all right, we're going to put you on this side of the blind. You're going to be first to shoot. You shoot left to right, like, and Carl's going to shoot right to left. And on the first day, I usually just hold my dog, like work with her, train her, make sure she's doing good, let everybody else shoot. I take my gun, but I don't ever pick it up. And so anyways, they're called, down south, everyone calls them rice rockets, the teal, because they land in all the rice fields, and they're super fast. Like, teal are small and crazy fast birds. So anyways, we had a group of 8 come in, and I told them, I said, they're probably going to be super low on the river, so keep your eyes open when they come into the lake, into the decoys. Anyways, I see them out of the corner of my eye, and I get down so they can kind of shoot over me a little, And I'm like, shoot them. I'm on the right side. My buddy Carl's in the middle. My buddy Adam's on the left. Carl's hunted with me for 2 years, and so he knows what to do. And I was like, shoot them. And I'm down. And Adam looks at me and goes, really? Because they landed on the water, like next to our decoys, because they thought they were real birds too, right? And so I'm like, yeah, shoot those mofos. I was like, light them up. And so all of a sudden they're just like, bam, 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 bam. And I stand up and I'm looking around and I'm like, did y'all hit anything? They were like 25 yards away.
Oh, the decoys are probably blasted apart.
All my decoys are sinking. Just no. But I'm like, did y'all shoot anything? And I'm looking. There's there's pellet like ripples all over the water, and it was like kind of light, and they were like, no. I was like, I refuse to believe y'all did not hit a single bird at 25 yards. I was like, I Saoirse and
It's
I went and
harder to
watched the
miss all
paint.
these.
Yeah, it takes some work to miss
Yeah.
that at 25 yards with a shotgun. So I walked down there and I'm like, y'all didn't hit a damn thing. I was like, I cannot believe y'all. I said, y'all are about to be cut off. And I get back to the blind and we're standing there. I'm like, how in the hell did y'all miss? Carl was like, well, I know he's never really duck hunted. So I was waiting on him. And Adam was like, I was waiting on you. And I'm like, nobody wait on anybody. If you get the word to shoot, just shoot. Like,
Yeah.
And so the whole day, so we probably saw 18 birds, like 18 shootable birds. These guys, I love them to death.
Couldn't put them
We
on a
didn't
bird to
hit-
save their lives.
My buddy Billy, who we had
Was
on,
Saoirse like
oh, she was pissed. She was like,
every
she was
time she
giving
heard
them.
a gun go off, she probably
Oh, she was so mad. She would like look at them after they shot, and I didn't send her because she knows there's not a down bird. She was like, and Adam's like, don't judge me. And so my buddy down south, I was talking to him. I was talking to Billy that day. He's like, hey, y'all doing any good? And I'm like, man, we had a lot of opportunity. I was like, they couldn't hit a damn thing. And I was working with my dog. And they were like, yeah, Hal, you need to pick up your gun. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm working my dog. Y'all need to just hit something.
I got a principle. I'm not.
Yeah. Like, I'm not the pinch hitter in this game. I'm going to get the birds to you.
Yeah.
You need to hit the ball.
I could have thrown a throw net on these things.
Dude, 100%. You could have taken some home live. Like, no, it was so funny. Couldn't hit nothing. So we went hunting the next day, We got birds. So it's like, all right.
Nice,
everybody just had to waste some money.
Yeah.
And like get the rust knocked off. I was like, it's fine. I made sure to give them. But you know what's funny? We didn't kill a dang thing, but we had so many laughs that morning. Oh, you don't remember the days where you're like, oh yeah, we shot some birds, and you remember the days that you had just as much of a good time not hitting a dang thing. And I was like, oh, dude.
I mean, yeah, it's way more opportunities to make fun of your friends, and that's the best.
The best. It was so much fun, but wouldn't change it for the world. That being said, I know it's crazy late your time.
Yeah, we'll get out of here soon, but I think we do nighttime or late episodes a lot, so I'm looking forward to, I think, our next episode. We're going to do a little morning coffee episode, so we'll see if that brings a different vibe or energy to the show or not.
I was going to go hunting Saturday.
Do it up, Hal. We'll figure out a different time because Saturday's my anniversary anyway, so I would have had to squeeze it in.
Are you good Sunday?
Probably. We'll talk.
We're talking. All right, we'll talk. We'll talk.
I should be good Sunday, though.
Yeah, because I'll hunt probably Sunday morning too, and then I'll be back before noon probably.
Yeah, yeah. We'll talk. We'll be able to set something up for Sunday.
Heck yeah, brother. Well,
cool.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. And I want to say to O2 Nat, if you're out there at the Purge next weekend, come actually give me a hug, meet my wife, meet me.
Yeah, you need a Nat and a Hal picture.
Yeah, exactly. Nat Hal.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, if you're out there, because I know she'll listen to this, O2 Nat,
she has to like hunting dogs a lot to get through half of this episode, and then
I guarantee you she will. I would put 100 down on it.
I'm not taking the bet. I'm not taking it.
I gotta subsidize this e-cocker that I'm trying to buy. By the way, if anybody has an e-cocker they want to sell,
you're set on an e-cocker. I knew you wanted a cocker, but
I,
You don't want a single finger slide trigger.
Papa
Something.
likes to work, but sometimes he don't like to work that hard.
Yeah, you
But
got other things that they
if
just have
someone's
such
got
a.
okay.
It's just
Hold on.
it's so rewarding to pull a good slide trigger. It's like shooting a 45, like a nice 1911. I don't know. I was a slide
Well,
finger
all
for
right.
the cocker, but if you like I
Hold
know
on.
you're a carnivore guy, so maybe someone has a carnivore out there. Send Hal a message.
Shit, I would just take a
I know, but if someone has a carnivore they're looking to get rid of, you wouldn't scoff at.
carnivore. What was it? The super shocker?
I was an Evolution X kind of guy, so I don't know. Not a super shocker. It sounds nice though. Maybe I'll put that in for our next model.
Ooh.
Super shocker.
Super shocker.
There were super cockers though.
No, now I'm upset. What is it? Cocker. Super stock. That's what they were. They were basically the carnivore without the milling.
Okay.
I'd take a super stock, or you know what? If you got an auto cocker, hit me up. See if it's in my price range. What I'm willing to spend. But anyways, regardless,
you're buying a cocker soon, is what you're saying.
Yeah, my dog. That's it. Thank y'all so much for chiming in, listening to me rant about the
and
new
me
dog.
rant about whatever.
You didn't really have a rant.
No, not tonight. No rants.
But we love you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thanks for making it to this part of the Off the Wall episode. And catch y'all in the next one, guys.
Love y'all. Peace.
Love ya. Let's see. Hold on. Adios.